Good morning friends. Welcome back to my channel, Southern Yankee Beauty. Today we are going to have a fun video. We are doing the Pretty Grunge palette by Huda Beauty. This is something that I asked you guys if you wanted to see and you said yes. So I'm going to show you just the opening of this really quickly up here on the screen while I'm talking about some of the little like details you might want to know about this palette. All right, so because I've already dug in and I want you to see it crisp and clean before I swatched it. So Huda Beauty Pretty Grunge. It has 5 stars online on Huda's website. It does have 18 shades and it retails for $69. However, I have a coupon code for you. If you spend over $100 on her website, you'll get 20% off your order. So you can grab the palette and a couple other things. It says there was a Pretty Grunge collection. I don't know if that's all fully launched or not. I'm not up on like what Huda's launching. I usually only get one of like her palette launch like this during the holidays, so and maybe we can do some comparisons at some point as well, but it does have a 24-month shelf life as well. It is limited edition, and they describe this as Pretty Grunge is a way of life, the time to rise up, rebel, and redefine beauty standards. This modern smoky palette is packed with wearable matte shades in nudes, browns, and eggplants, contrasted against decadent sparkly black, silver, multichromatic foils, and a grungy black eye gloss for an added edge. And then it says you can do like a grunge vibe with this, or you can do like sultry siren eyes. So I have a pretty wearable everyday kind of look on today. You're gonna see a few looks. I didn't get photos of all of them, but because I washed my face before I finished, if I can get some out of the film footage and put them at the end just to do a close-up, I will do that for you. But friends, let's get into this and let's start swatching so we can get right into the looks. So let me open this up. All right, so here we go. We're gonna start at the top row and go over. Okay, we have Liberty, then we have Heroine, then we have Avant-Garde, which I made a mess with, then we have Renegade. Sorry, Nitro is snorting because I'm talking. Those are our first 4. Okay, next up we have the color Brave. Then Beauty Chaos. Let me darken that one a little bit. Okay. Then we have Rise Up. Nitro is being so loud. Then the shimmer here of this is Stand Up. I gotta take my bracelets off. Hold on. My Pretty Grunge bracelets. So those are actually from Park Lane. If you're interested, let me know. I'll link them below for you. This is through their sparkle box. Okay, so there are our first shades. Let me move into the light a little bit more so you can see better. And I do want to pull this one over a little bit, this pretty one. Okay, let's keep going. Next 4 shades. This one here is Strong AF. Then we have Nirvana, which is a dark eggplant color. Then we have Haphazard, which has, it's like a dark shade, but it has like pink and red like reflex in it. You can see it kind of when I spread it out there. And then Fearless, which is another plummy dark shade, or eggplant E type of a shade. Okay. Next up, we have this dark shade Hope and Love Anarchy. Okay. Then we have Maverick, which is a gorgeous shade. You can see there. And then this is also gorgeous. This is Rebel, and this one is one of those multi-chromatic foils. Really beautiful, and that's got a lot of color in it, but you can't really, it is crumbly, it does make a mess, so does this one, but they're so pretty, okay? And then we have two more shades, friends. We have Freedom and then the black gloss, which is called Grunge. So this is Freedom, and then the black gloss, Grunge. All right, so there are your shades. They absolutely are grungy, deep, dark, sultry, siren-like. Very beautiful. The shimmers are stunning in this palette. We clean it up and let's get going with our first looks. Hey guys, good morning. It is Friday morning and I got the Pretty Grunge palette in. Very reflective mirroring on the front, and let's take a look inside. Really beautiful. Now I don't know if you can see this this is a cream shadow here, this black one, and this is like the oils that are coming out of it. See that it's clear? I think that's the emollient to stay in there to help keep it moist. So I'm not super alarmed by that, but let's just get a really good look at these gorgeous colors. Look at the, oh my gosh, can you see all the colors in there? Don't you think we kind of need to use this one today? I feel like we do. Let's do it. I'm wearing brown, so I'm going to stay in this family here, but we're going to top it with this, and that is going to be our first look. So I'm going to start with Liberty. No, I'm going to start with Heroine right here. This little peachy shade, and we're going to just set that down, and I think that'll help set our makeup. We're just going to set it all over the eye. And then I'll bring you guys in just a second here. I gotta put my hair back too. So this one just is very light, this shade. It's a little bit of color, but not much. Not really showing much on me. You can see just a little tinge of it. Let me put my hair up and be right back. Okay, we got our rose gold Mickey ears on. Let's bring you guys in. Okay. It's really early in the morning too, by the way. It's like not even 7. Okay, now we're going to go into Liberty. This was the shade I almost started with. This should have a little bit more pop in color. Oh yeah, much more. And then we're gonna lay that in the crease and have that as our base shade. Gorgeous shade. And these shades are made in Italy, or this particular palette is made in Italy. All right, friends, we're not going to use too many shades for this look. I think it's going to be pretty simple, but we're going to go into Love Anarchy. I don't think this is dark enough to do anything over this peach, but let's just see what it does. Oh no, it's pretty light. All right, well, just to be even, it's like a taupey shade. I'm going to bring it in. I just wanted to see. I figured it was lighter, so that kind of lightened the look and made it less peach, which is fine. Absolutely gorgeous. Now it's sort of mixing with that peach, and it's giving us a pretty shade. Okay, I'm going to stay with the same brush. I'm going into Hope, which is this darker shade here. And it's darker than it looks that I'm showing. It's darker in person. I don't know. You can kind of see it right there. It might show up. Oh yeah, you can see how dark it is here. I'm just sort of patting it in, and then I'll start blending. And I'm blending in towards the eye. And then I'll be blending up as well. Brown, sometimes you got to be careful. You got to blend them well because they can be a little patchy. I'm going to finish blending and do the other eye. All right, I'll blend it out. For the outside of the eye, I'm going to use the color Avant-Garde, which is this beautiful shade right here. It's like a deep chocolatey shimmer, and we're gonna, I don't know if it has a black base maybe, or if it's a dark brown base, but we're gonna put that right here on the outer edge of this dark part that we put in, just on the lid though. Yeah, this is like a very deep metallic chocolate, but it's got like maybe like some silver flakes in it. Little hard to work with. It's not super creamy, this one. You really got to press it on your eye. Probably better with a finger. Let's just try. You're probably gonna get more payoff. Yeah, you'll get more payoff if you use your finger. And it's easier actually to get on your eye with less pressing if you use your finger. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with Stand Up on the inner portion of the eye, and I am just gonna use, that's this shade, I am just gonna use my finger for that. It's a beautiful champagne-y shade, and then we'll use that amazing pop of glitter with all the colors too. So this will be a look, you could stop right here, and this is gonna be a beautiful look, just like this. I mean, you may want to do your bottom lid, but let's do the bottom lid, and then I'll do the last shade, because the last shade's gonna change the whole look. So I wanna show it to you, if we finish the bottom lid, what this will look like. Let me go back in here with that brown. Okay, so that's what that looks like there. But let's do the bottom. So on the bottom, let's do a little bit of Hope, which was the shade, the darkest shade we used, that darkest brown, and we'll put that really close to the lash line. And we're going in with our rougher, oh, I'm sorry, this is a focular brush. I like these little ones with the rougher has a good one too, and they're having a really good sale right now. That you can get right up on the lash line, and then just take your finger. Well, take a finger that doesn't have what mine had on it, okay? Clean your fingers before you do that. I have a little bit of fallout on my cheek, you can see here too, so from a couple of these shades, and I need to do some more blending up there. One good thing about doing your makeup with you guys is you get to go back and see all the spots you missed. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just take this is nothing on it, and just rub it in. Okay, all right, let's keep going. Okay, I wanna go back in with Liberty all the way under the eye, under both of them, and just like go from the hole under the eye here, and just bring that pretty peach back into our look a little bit. And I'm gonna come back up in here a little with it, and just gently at the top here too, just to give us, because I feel like we kind of lost that first shade. So that is what we're gonna do. And that brings the warmth back in to this look, because we did use that cool tone brown. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna put liner on the bottom, and then I'm gonna do that really pretty sparkle shade that's gonna transform this whole look. And this, if you're wondering, is a Stila Stay All Day Smudge Stick Waterproof Eyeliner. All right, so there's what could be one look all on its own, right? But we're not done. No. We have to go into Rebel. Now I'm gonna bring this close up because I really want you to see all the colors in Rebel. It's just, I'll put it in my finger and you'll see, hopefully. Oh my gosh, it's stunning, stunning. Okay, I don't think you need a lot of this. You are, oh, a little bit of fallout, friends, so press that sucker in. Oh, that's stunning. And it did change the entire look, which is what I knew it would do. Gorgeous. It's like a metallic, but I want to clean up in here a little bit because it's like push it up so it's like matching. Look at the difference between having it and not having it. Both are pretty, but I just knew I needed to use this because it's something else. I'll be right back with some liner lashes. Here is the look with just mascara. I am going to put lashes on today, but wanted to give you a look-see before that. That shimmer is like metallic. Really pretty. The colors blended fairly well. Only a little trouble, a little patchiness with that brown. But overall pretty. Okay, let's get lashes on. Okay, friends, I finished off my look with some Ardell Wispy lashes, which are huge, and then this Pat McGrath lipstick in Nude Romantique 2 on my cheeks. Where did I put it? Did I put it away? Probably. I probably did. I probably threw it. Where did I put it? It was called Krista, and it was by Benefit, and I don't know. Oh, here it is. It's underneath my highlighter. Yeah, it was from Benefit Cosmetics in this like really crazy color, but I did it light, and I think it came out pretty. And then I also on the cheeks have the House Labs in the color, I think it's Peach Quartz. Yeah, Peach Quartz highlight right here, which is a gorgeous, gorgeous highlight. All right, let's bring you guys in and show you this a little up close with the lashes now. Here it is with the lashes. I really think it's pretty. It's a beautiful look. I can't wait to play some more with this palette. A lot of fun. Some really stunning shimmers in here. I haven't even swatched the whole thing. Today was just my sort of first impressions look, so we're definitely going to do swatches and a couple more looks with this. And yeah, so I'll give you my full review after I do a couple more looks on it. But so far, this is a beautiful, stunning look. I'm very happy. It is so reflective and so pretty on the eye. So, so pretty. Cannot complain. All right, guys, see you in the next look. We're going to do a couple more looks with this pretty grunge palette, and we are going to start with this gorgeous light lilac shade. This is called Beauty Chaos, and we are going to put that, whoa, hello, we're going to put that right here in the beginning part of the eye. Oh, it's darker than I thought. I thought it was going to be a pastel, like, because like in the pan it looks quite light, but then when you put it on, you can see, if I back up, it's quite a bit darker than it looks, so just know that. But it's fine. It's very pretty. I'm just going to do one eye because I'm probably going to do two different looks for you here. So then, keeping with this theme, we're going to go into Brave, which is the next shade next to it. Where is it? Right here. Right here. Brave. And we're going to pop that right here. So this has a little bit of like a pinky tone, just like that. All right, now I'm just keeping with the same brush because it's all got a blend. I'm going into Fearless, which is this darker shade, and we're gonna stick that right, and that is quite a bit darker, so stick that right on the outer edge. So we now have about, this is a fun look because we have that kind of ombre with the three colors. Well, I'm not going to worry about that yet, but I am going to go back into Brave, that second shade, and just make it a little bit more prominent here. Okay, to clean this up, I'm going to actually take my Beauty Blender here and wipe that up, and then same thing here, I'm going to give myself a little bit more room here so we can put a shimmer in there. I'll probably, I don't know if there's something in here light enough. There's a color Freedom in here, which we can try and see if that'll blend out this top part right here. This might be one of those shades that is also darker than what we think, because I'm doing these without ever swatching any of it, so well, that works okay to blend it out, I think, right? Yeah, that's pretty. I do like the gradient on here. So go back into Beauty Chaos, that first shade. just to make it a little bit more light there. There, that's gorgeous just on its own, just for like a smoky eye that's, you know, a smoky purple eye. Let's do that on the bottom. Let's kind of follow things on the bottom like we did on the top. And we'll start off with Beauty Chaos. Staying with the same brush, going into Brave. And then going into Fearless. Just a little bit with Fearless, because we now know Fearless is pretty fearless and has a lot of pigment. All right, so that looks beautiful. Now we have to determine what we're going to do for our shimmers. And I think we're gonna do haphazard. Hold on, I got cat hair on my face. All right, we are gonna go into haphazard right here. I don't know what this looks like on, so we're gonna find out. It might be dark, so let's actually, let me swatch this. Oh yeah, very dark. We're gonna use that on the outside of the eye. Actually, might as well not waste that and use it right here. All right, so that's like got a, it's like a black base, black or brown base, I think black or plum, and it's got like some reflex of pink in there. I don't know how well you can see that, but it does have little pink flecks in there. Quite interesting. I'm gonna have to blend out up in here. Now, we need light. Hold on, let's see. We're gonna go into Maverick, I think, next. Maverick is this shade right here, which looks super shiny and gorgeous. Oh wow, though. Wowza. That's a stunner. That is a stunning color. Ooh. Okay, going back into haphazard and just putting it over a little bit just to get that pretty blend in the middle of the two, the light where the light and the dark meet, because that's really pretty that way. Back into Maverick. This shade is something. Oh gosh, that's gorgeous. Okay, what can we use for our inner corner? I think we should stay with Maverick, which is that massively bright shade. I think that's a good one. I'll pull it down on the lid a little bit. And I think I want a little bit of this like platinum shade up here too. Okay, whew. Okay, beautiful. Now I'm gonna take a brush with nothing on it and I just blend it, just to get it nice and soft. Same thing under here. Okay. I'll be right back with liner and lashes and I'll show you this first look. Okay, my friends, here is our first look. So, so pretty. I did put a purple in the waterline. This is Amethyst Formula by, hold on. I can't see who this is from. I have no idea. We got this in a, let's see, you can see here, we go. Oh no, mascara. Oh. There. All right, anyway, I have a purple liner. I don't know who it's from. It was in one of our boxes. Very shiny, very beautiful. I might even take a little bit of Maverick with my finger and just make it even more, right? Because why the hell not? But then when you do that, you gotta do this. There. So pretty, so, so, so pretty. Very purple, very fun, and there is look number one. So pretty. All right, let's get in to look number 2. I'll take pictures once I have my hair down. And we'll see what we can do with look number 2 and see if we can get something different. So hold on one sec. Okay, so for this next look, we're gonna go into the black matte up here, and we're gonna put that all over the lid because we're gonna put some shimmers over it. And this is definitely very pigmented. Raccoon. Let's just keep going. Let's just hope it turns out, friends. Black always makes me nervous to use all over the lid, but sometimes when I push myself, let me get a smaller brush, I have come up with some beautiful looks in the past, and sometimes it's just, and I got a mess there, I got to clean up in my inner there, but sometimes you just have to keep going. Just don't give up, right? I mean, that's just, sometimes you do this and it like scares you, but just don't give up. Just keep blending, keep working with it. You're going to be able to get it somewhere where you like it. Now we're going to blend this a little bit at the top too with a different color, but I'm not sure yet because I want to see what these other, there's 2 shimmers we really haven't used yet, and I want to use them, and then we'll see what it's giving. So the first one is, there's this like avant-garde one, and then there's a strong AF one. So I think we're going to do the avant-garde, this one, all over the lid, and then we're going to go into this as a highlight in the center, and then we'll figure out what we're going to do from there over the top. So let's get a packer brush for that brown shimmer. Right here, let's put this all over the lid. That's a pretty shade too. Really pretty. It's got little flecks of like gold or something in it. Very dark, so definitely, and you're getting a lot of fallout here, you can see. We're gonna have to use some concealer a little bit and clean that up, but not to worry about it yet. I'm just making it a bigger mess. Yeah, I have to clean that up for sure with some makeup. All right, so now I want to go in with the strong AF, which is this one, and I'm just going to use my finger for this one. Okay, we're going to pop that right in the center. Looks like little stars on the eyes, little sparkly stars. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. All right, so to blend that out, we're going to use the color Rise Up. Let me clean this brush off. Rise Up is a light beigey brown color. We're going to take that right here, and we're going to rub it right at the top here. Just bring a little bit of that brown in. Okay, fabulous. I'm going to clean up under the eye and in the corner, and then we'll do the bottom part. All right, for the bottom, we're going to go into Renegade, the matte black, and we're just going to use the matte black just as a liner, basically. You can see I just connected it right there, which is hard for me because I have older skin and I have wrinkles, but it's fine. We're going to blend this out too. And we are going to put a shimmer on the bottom as well. All right, to blend it out, we're going to take that same shade Rise Up, that brown shade, and we're going to blend it out with that. Okay, needs a little more cleaning. Just like that. I'm gonna take Strong AF, which was at our highlight shade. We're gonna put that in the middle here, in the inner corner. Put a nice pop. And we're gonna stick it right here. I'll just kind of rub it along that black and give us that twinkle underneath the eye as well. And we'll use Maverick, which is the same shade we used over here, up on the top of the lid, or eyebrow bone here. Okay, so there is the look without any mascara or anything, or liner. And I'll be right back, and we'll be putting that in. Hold on. Okay, this look benefits from having, oh, we have a little mess with the liner. Oh, I'm so bad today. I'm just having issues. This look does benefit from having a lash, and I just set it on there. It's not like on there. It's just there, sitting there, so you can kind of see it. Yeah, that's not gonna work. I'd have to actually stick it on there, but I don't like this the mascara that I used on this one didn't work as well. Let me see if my Cali Ray. But with this dark of a look, I would add a lash. I think it's dramatic, and I think you need a lash with it. And I am getting, you can see there's a lot of fallout from the browns and the blacks, so I would do, if you're gonna do a look like that, do it after you do your makeup. I mean, do it and then do your makeup last. So here is look number 1, which I think I like better than look number 2, but I can see this with like a gold dress for the holidays. I think it'd be pretty. And it's got beautiful sparkle in it. So here we are with both of them. Let me know which one you guys like better. I'm just gonna throw on just a little bit more of a lip. But I just have liner on. There. We can go in with our little bit of blush and highlight and finish these looks up. This is the color blush I'm using, which doesn't go with this purple one, but this is Peach by Laura Mercier. It's just what was out, and it's fine. Probably would have used a more of a neutral tone. This one I think it works really well with. This one I would have needed pink, a pink or a plum, but it's all good. It's all good. We're not going to be that picky because we want to hurry up here. Little bit of peach quartz on the eye, on the cheeks by House Labs. Get our shine on. And there we go. 2 completely different looks, both very grungy. This one's probably more up my alley than this one, but both nice. All right, I might take these off and do one more final look. Let's see. We're gonna start with the color Freedom down here, and we're going to just lay that down. Ooh, that actually has pigment. Never would have thought, but it has a pink hue to it, so that's gonna determine a little bit of our eye look. I want this to be lighter, even though it's a grungy palette. I want this look to be a little light, so we can just like a more like everyday daytime look. So that works good because it's a light color, but it is pink for sure. All right, I said we're going to go light, but we probably aren't, because I'm going to go into this Nirvana shade here, Fearless shade, sorry. The Fearless shade, which I know is dark, in the outer corner. And then I want to use a color we used already, because we've used all the shimmers now, I believe. Yeah, we've used every shimmer, but I want to go back into Rebel, which is a very chunky multi-glitter one. I'll show it to you in just a second after we get this blended in. I really do like the pink shade though. That didn't really look pink when I put it in, and then on the eye, very pink. This is a palette you need to swatch before you put on your eyes, because the colors are deceiving in the pan versus what they actually are. They're beautiful, but you want to know what colors. I was going to do a neutral look today because I'm wearing browns and like, I don't know if you can see like a khaki and green, but that's not gonna be what we're doing. Okay, we're gonna go into Rebel right here. This is a really chunky shade. I think I'm gonna start with my finger. It's so beautiful, and it's got so many colors in it, but it's a little messy to use. We'll refine it once we get it on, and a little bit does go a long way. Let's see, we mix it over here too. Almost had enough for 2 eyes, so then you got to kind of go in and fix it. It's really chunky, but it's a really super neat color. It's thick. It's like a weird thickness to it. I'm gonna take that pink shade back in the crease, but let's get a little bit more of this on the eye. I have to use my finger. So that's, if you use a brush, you're gonna get, there's a difference. You're gonna get a different texture. I want the full bling, so, because I think that's what makes this shade extra special. Actually, it's really neat. That I thought was like a neutral. I didn't even think it was gonna have much pigment actually, but it did. I'll just put that back into the crease here. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to take the color Nirvana, which I don't think I use this color, I'm going to show it to you, and put it as a liner, this shade. And I'm using the Focal. I was yours, you were mine, but it's time to say goodbye. All right, now I'm going to take a little bit of Fearless right here. Freedom, the pink shade, and blending all that out. Another very purpley looking eye. Okay, going back in with Heroine, which is this peachy shade right here, and just putting that up at the top. And going in with Maverick, my favorite shade for the top highlight. Just little sparkles. Very loose, makes a little bit of a mess. Unless you like press it. Okay friends, so here is the final look here. Let me bring you in. And we just have that liner, that smudged in liner on the top, which is looking a little bit rough. I think it also got a little bit of maybe mascara mixed in there. Not on purpose, but just because I'm messy, that's why. There. But anyway, there we are. The smudged look is in anyway right now, so it's fine if you make a mistake. And here's a side. And I finished it off on the lips with this ColourPop Lippy Pencil in the shade Hoopty, which is like a burgundy shade. And then the I Need a Nude Amorosa by Natasha Denona on the cheeks. And highlight and powder, I used one of my old Hourglass. I used this blush here, this here, and then this highlight. So that is what gave us sort of the soft focus finish look on the face. And I'm just going to spray and be done. And this is what we're wearing today. It does look very close to the one. It's definitely lighter, but it does look very similar. And I'm gonna give you my final thoughts on this palette here in just a second. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed seeing all the looks that we did with the Pretty Grunge palette. So I want to give you my final thoughts on this palette. I do like this palette quite a bit. The shimmers in here are really, really stunning. This is a very deep one, and so is this. So those shimmers are better for your outer corner. Unless you're going to put the black base down and go all over your eye, you'll get a little bit of a purplish tint or pink with this one, and this was a really deep dark chocolate, and then it's got little specks of silver and gold in there. Really a beautiful palette for the holidays as well. So let me just bring you in a little bit closer here so you can see all of the shades. I did have quite a bit of fun using it. So a couple things to note. If we're going to be picky and we're going to give some critique, I'm not entirely sure how to use this gloss. So that is something, what I'm thinking is you can use that gloss as a liner and then take any of these shiny shades or a matte and go over it. It'll help the liner really adhere and stick to your eye if you want to do something like that. The shimmers I really like. Some of the colors swatch a lot darker than they are. This one in particular, this one down here, they're much deeper. This looks really light and it's so dark when you put it on the eye. And then they stain. So that's after washing my hand. A lot of the deep colors do stain. This is a beautiful shade. That is what I have actually all over the lid. It just surprised me because I thought it was going to barely show up. And same thing with this. Like, they all are extremely pigmented. So you do have to be careful. Definitely swatch them. Know what you're doing before you put them on. Because a lot of them appear lighter in the pan and they're much more like impactful on the eye. Also, there's so many dark shades in here. If you're not comfortable using this many dark shades, be careful because you can easily make a mess and look like a raccoon eye if you don't know how to use these dark shades. You'll see that almost happened to me as well. I think this does take a little bit of practice. This shade right here is stunning. It's one of the most beautiful, but it also is very crumbly. A lot of the shades, because they're deep, also have a lot of fallout. So your sparkles and your deep shades do have a lot of fallout. It is recommended to go ahead and do your eyes first and then do your makeup with this. And she recommends to use your finger for the foiled shades, okay? It is very monochromatic. It looks like, I mean, honestly, you don't get a ton of variation in the looks that you're gonna do. You do have some lighter nude brownie shades, a lot of deep dark shades. So a lot of times when, you know, I was doing the looks, I felt like, you know, shoot, I could have probably used different shades on each eye and come out with a look that was very similar. Like this purpley look, the last one I did was a little deeper, a little bit more nighttime focused and smoky, but it was pretty close. It was pretty similar. There's not too many different looks. You can see Nitro. Where is he? There he is. There's my boy. Teach my boy. Are you looking at your mama? Anyway, so you're going to get, you can do some fun things. Like you could just use this and this, and that's it for a day look if you want. But that's that and this are really the two lightest shimmers. This is light, but it's just so impactful. It's got a lot going on. So you're not going to get a ton of variety in the looks with this. So those are the negative things, if I was going to be picky. The positive thing is that this is a little something different from Huda. She usually comes in with all the pinks and the purples and the girly colors. This is definitely different from her, and I love that. I love that she branched out and did a little something new. You also get some really beautiful shades with the multi-chromatic shades. This Maverick shade and Rebel shade are my two favorites as far as the shimmers go in this palette. They're very beautiful. They're stunning. They really sort of make the palette, and they are crumbly, but oh, they're so pretty. They're just so pretty. And then I also think this is going to be a nice companion palette to use with other palettes. So for instance, if you have like Natasha Denota, the new I Need a Nude, which is very light in color, we do have the Glam palette, but if you don't have the Glam palette, you can use this and use it with the I Need a Nude and really glam up your looks for the evening. This is going to be a great evening palette. You can get a couple of daytime looks with it, but for the most part, it is going to be more of an evening unless you pair it with something else. If you have a palette that you don't feel like you have enough depth in, go ahead and grab this, and this will be a great companion palette to that. And also it's highly pigmented, very easy to blend out. I really didn't have any trouble with blending with this palette, and it's good for 24 months. So all good. All good. So those are my final thoughts, my friends. What do you think? Do you like this palette? Is this on your wish list for Christmas or the holidays? I think that the packaging is really fun and pretty. I love that this is something a little new from Huda. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section, as well as your favorite look, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye, guys.
Would you even be with me if it's so out of your way? Would you spend your time with me, building a life every day? I could be everything you wanted, I don't mind, no. Is it worth it? I want you to tell me every time. The water's cold, I wish I'd known. This road isn't the easiest. I wanna know what you told him.